You know, when you think about it, there's nothing like 4 takes to say that this is authentic, is there? As ever, let me explain. Morning chums, lovely to see you today on a beautiful day here in the very heart of the United Kingdom. I hope you're keeping well, whatever you're doing. And people often say, you know, you mean that, Neil? Of course I do. Many of the chums who've been with me for a long time know that I care about them. I like to know what your problems are, of course. You know my problems, whether it be from having a stiff knee, you know what it's like. Oh, where does that come from? I think from sitting down. Can I just throw this out, chums? I think a lot of the train seats now have become so low, you know what I mean, that it doesn't matter where you sit, you know, you're uncomfortable because they're now virtually just kind of off the ground, aren't they? You know, and you think, what happened to nice high seats that you could look out of the window with? You know what I'm saying? Frightening, isn't it? Yeah. Doesn't matter where you are either, whether it's the nice top end or indeed just normal class. Everything's cut down, including the sponginess of the seat. Am I moaning? No, you agree with me? Absolutely. You'll agree with me on this, of course, about the latest news coming from the land of Montecito. It's incredible when you think, well, as ever, let me explain. See, and as ever, thank you, as I say, for taking the time out to join me today. What I find odd, you know, in the world of Meghan Markle is that clearly she can't take any criticism. Thin-skinned wouldn't be the, you know, order of the day, really, would it? You've got to learn in this job to think, well, okay, not everybody's going to like you, not everybody's going to agree with you, not in the land of Meghan. And as we know, her new TV series, second whatever, has now come back. It's just an amalgamation. But I told you there were going to be bits inserted into the show, and this is one of them. You see, this is where Netflix have thought, well, you know, Meghan's now got something interesting to say. She can hit back at some of the critics. Well, all of the critics, when you think about it. And Meghan really is using things like the podcast and all the sort of conspiracy theories around her children and all that sort of stuff to come back and replay stories. Remember the preeclampsia thing? That was, I mean, what was that to do with female founders? But suddenly, no, she's brought it in. You get the picture. She's decided to bring this into the picture, really, to anger His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, Prince William. And this is really to belittle the British monarchy, whichever way you want to look at it. She did it before in her 40 times 40 thing, if you remember, where she had her chum Melissa. Oh, can I get my hat? Can I get my teacup? Mocking the English tradition of afternoon tea or simply tea, you know, right? You get it? Now, on this particular stint, what she's decided to do is hit back at the fallout regarding when she announced that she was now Meghan Sussex to Mindy Kaling, right? She knew that that kicked back so hard, it was incredible, because people were either laughing at her, mocking her, and also then she went on to the Drew Barrymore show, the daytime TV show, to say, well, you know, you've got to announce me as Meghan Sussex. So what she's done in this particular stint, and as I say, this is truly to sort of stick the knife into the British monarchy, basically demeaning what it means to be a duke or a duchess or a lady or whatever it may be, right? She's decided that this is her way of answering back. So the person basically says, oh, you know, I don't know, what does it mean? Well, I don't know either, but this is how it's explained to me. You know, these are the titles that were nicely and very graciously given to both Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, on their wedding day by our late and brilliant monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. This is how Meghan Markle, following on from the disastrous thing that happened previously with the negative curtsy, this is the thanks that she gets. She could never say, it's been wonderful, it's been very good for my career, I can't believe I get to call myself Duchess, people are so nice and respectful and interested. No, it's kind of, I don't really know. Well, that's how it was explained to me, you know. We chose the name Sussex because, well, you know, why not, sort of thing. And this is exactly why she does it. To upset, to sort of annoy, to sort of infiltrate some anger inside the monarchy. Now, as I pointed out to you before, if His Majesty the King really needed any more knows that, well, this is a woman who is totally ungrateful for everything that you've done for her, including giving titles. Yes, we know that there has to be, but you could have held them back, but given titles to the children that have no interest at all in coming over to this country. Well, this is the thanks. And this really is more serious than people realise, because now on the world stage, however little that audience might be, but it gets picked up on digital platforms, Meghan Markle is openly mocking what everything stands for over here. Whether you agree with the monarchy or not, what it really shows is what an ungrateful person. Anybody else agree? Neil Shawn in the very heart of London.